6:51, time for the morning sprint.
We start out with the latest airport travel conditions. Shane Hogan is live at Dane County Regional Airport with an update. Shane.
Hey, that's right, Josh. Yeah, right now on this Wednesday morning, all things looking good. You can see the board behind me. Everything is on time. So good news if you are traveling out of Dane County Regional today. If you're going out tomorrow or Friday, airport officials say get here early, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before your flight. From Dane County Regional Airport, Shane Hogan, News 3 Now.
Shane, thank you. UW-Madison choosing to stay open and continue operations ahead of this week's winter storm, but other system schools are choosing differently. UW-Eau Claire included. They've canceled their in-person final exam scheduled for today and tomorrow. They're choosing to allow students the extra time to safely get home before the long winter break. They also say that if students are unable to change their travel plans, they'll keep the residence halls open through the week.
President Biden expected to welcome the president of Ukraine today, Vladimir Zelensky, to the White House, although the visit's not been finalized. According to two sources, though, the trip will coincide with the Biden administration's intent to send a new defense assistance package to the country as it fights off Russia's invasion. The sources say that the package will include U.S. Patriot missile systems.
U.S. lawmakers unveiling a massive year-long funding bill that would prevent a government shutdown. The $1.7 trillion bill would provide financial backing for federal agencies in the 2023 fiscal year. The text of the bill, which is more than 4,000 pages long, was released yesterday. The bill will need to be passed by both the House and Senate and be signed by President Biden before Friday in order to avoid a government shutdown.
The House Ways and Means Committee will release 6 years of former President Donald Trump's tax returns sometime this week. The panel received the documents after a years-long legal battle. The returns are from 2015 to 2020, which covers his time as a presidential candidate and commander-in-chief. Democrats sought the returns, saying that they were needed to evaluate an IRS program that audits presidents. 2
elderly residents died and 12 others injured when a 6.4 magnitude earthquake followed by 80 aftershocks rocked the California coastline. The U.S. Geological Survey says the earthquake hit at 2:34 Tuesday morning, leaving tens of thousands without power. A Humboldt County Sheriff's Office press conference even interrupted by one of the many aftershocks ranging from 4.6 to 2.5 magnitude.
A team of Dane County Animal Service officers rescued a coyote that had gotten stuck in the basement of a home under construction. The coyote was reportedly frozen in fear in the basement of the house that officers got to. The DO, though, worked together to get its hind end in a net and pull it to safety. After they made sure that she wasn't hurt, the grateful animal then took off back into the wild.
Well, Santa Claus can communicate with children all over the world in many different languages, but deaf and hard of hearing children have struggled to understand why they can't share their holiday wishes with Santa. For kids who are deaf and hard of hearing, this year's visit with Santa will offer a joyful new experience at the Gaylord National Resort near Washington, D.C. Deaf Santa Claus, otherwise known as Charles Graves, dons the beard, coat, and cap to allow everyone a chance to tell Santa what they want for Christmas.
The Taliban government has suspended university education for all female students in Afghanistan. The Taliban have historically treated women as second-class citizens, subjecting them to violence, forced marriages, and a near invisible presence in the country. Women in Afghanistan can no longer work in most sectors, require a male guardian for long-distance travel, and have to be ordered to cover their faces in public. Minnesota company 3M announcing it'll phase out the manufacturing of so-called forever chemicals and remove them all from products by 2025. The chemicals used in non-stick frying pans, cosmetics, and many other products can cause cancers and other health problems. They're also bad for the environment as they don't degrade over time.
Banking giant Wells Fargo has agreed to pay more than $3.5 billion to settle accusations that it charged its customers illegal fees and interest on auto loans and mortgages. The bank also accused of incorrectly applying overdraft fees against savings and checking accounts. The settlement includes a record penalty at $1.7 billion. The other $2 billion is restitution to customers.
Yeah, we have the alert day going into effect tonight, but more likely tomorrow for those high winds, low wind chills, 40 below. Travel conditions, blizzard-type conditions. Don't even forget about power outage with the weight that we have on the trees with the snow. Those type of winds could create those issues too. Once again, it's going to be a deadly time going Friday through Saturday. Something to keep in mind of. Like I said, that's the things to know. We'll have around tonight, 1 to 4 inches tonight through tomorrow morning. No wind with this one. Still some slippery roads tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon is when the winds and the wind chills start to become the main issue as you speak of. Right now, now, driving-wise, actually pretty good. No things going with traffic. Weather's doing well, and no incidents to speak of, too. So definitely the day to get those things taken care of. Once we get past Saturday, things will improve. Then for next week, we should modify, get back up to freezing. But definitely take note, we're going to have 3 days of pretty hazardous type of weather out there.
All right, Greg, thank you. We are back with another live update at 7:26 during CBS Mornings. Stay safe out there. We will be back right then.